Hi everyone, it's Nancy Bastine, and I haven't been on for a while. It's been, one of those ups and downs and ins and outs and you name it. But anyway, first of all, I want to thank Shannon Pratt. Her name's the Art Junkie. She makes these beautiful cards, and she sent me one to wish us well and that we are in her prayers. And I've been meaning to do this for a long time, Shannon. It's been here for a while, but I had it sitting on my mantle, and I love it sitting there, and I'm going to keep it there because I just love to look at it. And I forgot all about doing a video on letting you know that it got here and how much I appreciate it. It is just gorgeous. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is going to go back up on my mantle, and it will be there for quite some time because I'm going to cherish it. So there. Okay, now I want to show you how to make these little boxes. You see these little boxes? Well, you don't have to have a lid on them. You can have them just like this or like this. Or you can have a prototype like this, and you can just sit them around. But first of all, you have to have this paper. And we have to make some paper to show you how to do it. But because of, I have some paper already made because I have been doing these, but I want to put some, what this is regular old printer paper that I have painted, but I want to put some iridescent medium on it, and then we're going to go to how we got it to here, okay? Let me just set these aside. And I just want to let you know that Packer Die, you're not the only one that has the troll that's going around. I got this person also wanting to not really comment on my videos, but wants to comment in a mean way about my videos, but doesn't have the balls enough to have videos of their own so that we can go tear his videos down or hers. And if you know who you are, your name is Abandoned Art. I'm going to put your name out there. I've deleted you, and I ban you from coming and putting comments. You can come and watch my videos, but you won't be able to leave a comment without me looking at it first. So you didn't win. I'm glad you got it off your chest, though, about what you wanted to say. All the naughty things, nasty things you wanted to say about my videos is just fine. But you won't be coming around anymore. Okay, I'm going to end there with no more drama. No more drama. Resolve. Okay, we're going to put some iridescent medium on here. Now, you can either scrape it on with the scraper, or you can paint it on. I find it easiest, just as easy, and I'll explain the reason why we need to do this. But anyway, I need to do this so this will get dry so I can make a box when this is. And I've tested it on Tyvek paper. That's what this one is made out of, is Tyvek. But remember, you cannot heat set that with the heat gun, so you have to let that dry because it will melt. But it works just as well. It works probably better because the paper, after you get all these mediums on it, becomes very vulnerable because it is so lightweight that it will tear real easy. So the iridescent medium not only strengthens the paper, but it puts a shine on it, makes it pretty. and it's now on both sides. I did this other side. I'm just gonna set this over here to dry, and I'm gonna do the back side of this one, and then we're gonna paint some paper. You don't need much. I heard people say they use this iridescent medium to put on their jelly plates because they don't have PVO paints, and you can mix this with your paints and make them shimmery. I think you can do the same thing with the Deco Arts, what are they called? And I think I put them back on the shelf. I don't even have one out here to tell you what they are. I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, it makes them shine. It makes them shimmer and shine. Yes, it does. Okay, enough of that. We're going to set that over to the side and let that dry. And they shouldn't take very long. I have a fan in here blowing through the window, so it shouldn't take them very long to dry at all. So how we got the paper was you need printer paper, regular old printer paper that you put in your printer and print on. Cheapest kind you can buy, doesn't matter, just good old printer paper. And make sure your drop paper's dry so that the stuff doesn't stick to it. You're going to need some school glue, some Elmer school glue, and you're going to need some paints. And I'm going to do this one. This is going to be a resist. I don't know if you've all heard of that before. Excuse me, I'm just adjusting my seat here. I know I got close to the camera, so I probably was yelling at you. But I'm going to put some neon, Deco Art Americana neon paints on this, because I want it to be real bright. And what you do is you take your glue. Now you guys are going to have to bear with me when I fold this up to make the box, because there's a point when I get there that I struggle with. But I think I'm getting the hang of it. Anyway, you just draw on your paper, however you want to draw. Whatever you want to scribble on here, you just get it on the paper, okay? You just scribble, scribble, scribble. And then you need to wipe the end off of your glue. Even though it has that little twister capper thing, it'll still dry up. Okay, now you're going to take your scraper. You can use this one is a catalyst I bought. You can use a credit card. You can use a piece of chipboard. However you want to do it, you can put your paint on that and use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a couple colors of paint here. I'm going to do, and I'm just going to put it on the edge of my scraper. And I think I'll do orange. Red and orange. That ought to be bright. Okay, so you got them on your scraper. And you're just going to hold it at an angle and hold on to your paper and start scraping along. And you only want to do this one time. Come off the paper and reload your paint. I just saw that drip on there. No fuss, no worries. Now you're going to do it again. Hold on to your paper and go across. Slide it across. You see how that glue is just resisting the paint? And I probably got enough. I'm just going to do the bottom. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have enough, so I'm going to reload just a little bit. Okay, got a little thick there. Alright, now you want to hang this up to dry. Or you can blow it dry if you want to. I'm going to hang it up a little bit and let this dry just a little bit, and we'll do another page. Okay. Now I want to scrape this so it's not so thick on here. Pretty, huh? Pretty drop paper. Get this off of the catalyst. And I'm going to dry this so my next paper won't stick to it. And then after that one is dry that we did, you just would paint the back. And you all know how to paint the back of papers, but I'll show you how you would do that. But I don't want to make this video like 200 years long. I don't want it to part out, so for time's sake, I will show you on another piece of paper. I really gooped the paint on here. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have all this wet paint to take so long to dry. Okay, for time's sake, I'll show you. So, pretend this is the back of the sheet we just did. Pretend this is the back. And, you can use your scraper, you can use a brush, you can use a catalyst. By catalyst, I mean, where did it go? My other one that's like this, that I use when I do graffiti painting. But anyway, let's get some paint on here. So, I'm just gonna, of course, on that paper you would probably want to match up some paints, but you just kind of drop your paint on. Now this would be the back after you did a resist, remember. And I'm going to use some of this Vivid Violet. That was Sea Breeze. Just put these down. And I wish I could find my little one. Where did it go? Well, here it is. I moved a bunch of stuff. Here it is. I like the little short-handled one. And then you would just kind of, you know, do this thing. And somehow, because if you don't mix the paints right away, you kind of spread out these one at a time. They kind of get, I don't know how to explain it. They don't mix, and they have their own shades. Even so, at the end, we'll scrape across them, but. And then you just go into your next one. Oops. Make sure you have a hold of your paper so it doesn't drop. So this is kind of how I work it. And when I think I got enough paint everywhere, I'll just kind of take it and scrape it across. Okay, now that would be your back side after you did your glue resist on the front side of this. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hang this up to dry. And you want to do that on the back side because your paper will curl if you only put paint on the front side. Plus you want to build your paper up so it's stronger. Okay, so this is already dry. The one that we put the iridescent medium on. Okay, I'm just gonna run this over, just make sure. I want to make sure it's completely dry on both sides. Okay, now I'm gonna cut it. And this one was cut at, the small one was cut at 5 inches square, and the bigger one was cut at 5.5, so it would go over the top so you'd have a lid. I think I'm going to do it 6 by 6 square. It just, I don't know. I'm still going to struggle when I get to that point in the folding it into the box, but I'm going to cut it at 6. Don't throw this piece away. Don't throw this piece away. And cut it at 6. Turn it and cut it at 6 square. Okay. Don't throw this piece away either because, you know, washi tape or paper tape. I can't call it washi tape because you'll get in trouble with copyright people. You have to call it paper tape. Okay. Now, you need to choose your side, what you want on the outside of the box or what you want on the inside of the box. I think I want this side in. Okay, so I'm going to do this very slow, and I'm going to readjust the camera a little bit so you can see what's going on. Bring you in a little bit. Okay. And we all see. Alright. I'm going to do this slow in case any of you want to do this, and you can pause the video after when you watch it, and so you can make your own little boxes if you don't know how to do this already. Okay, you're going to fold up. Now you need a bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, well, you can use anything, really. You can use your thumbnail. But you want to crease it. You want to make, and see that it's not all the way up, but you know what, it doesn't matter. It's not going to matter that much, but I'm OCD, so it's going to matter to me. if it's not right on. Okay, so then and the paper gets this really, I can't even explain the feeling. It's like patent leather feel. It's soft, but it's kind of firm also. Okay, so you bring that one up and you fold it in half. You're going to open it up, you're going to turn it, and you're going to fold it in half again. And make sure you crease the creases good. Now you're going to open it up and you're going to see a little square in the bottom. You see that square? I don't want to mark it because it'll put a mark on it, but you see that little square? Okay. You're going to take this corner up to that middle part. You're going to do all four corners that way. Make sure you crease them good. You're going to bring this one up. And you can just have them sitting around on your table to put your whatnots, stuff in. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, just to put crap and stuff in, probably just to gather. Or you can use them as gift boxes. Okay, so we're going to get all four of these sides. I'm going very slow so you can see what I'm doing. If perchance you guys wanted to make some of these, you might already know how. I don't know. Okay, now you got all four of them. I'm going to crease them really good. Put all four of them in there. Now you're going to take two of them, it doesn't matter which two, and you're going to open them up. Okay? Like so. See that? And you're going to turn it. And because I'm right-handed, I have to go up. So I'm taking this side up to the center. Like so. Crease it. And I'm going to turn it and bring this side up. And crease it. Now, when you look down in there, you're going to see, not yet, because you got to bring this side up, put your flaps in. See, you did your flaps on the side. Put your flap back in and fold it up on this side. And turn it, put your flap back in, and fold it up to that side. Now open these up, and it doesn't matter which side you are, but these are going to be your sides. This is your little inner side. The size of your box is going to be what this inner circle is, okay? So now you want to take these back out, these two ends back out, and you're going to fold that up. Now these are your side pieces, okay? Now this is where I get a little confused, but I'm gonna get it today. I just know I am. You see these little pieces right here on the side? Well, they need to fold up and squish in to the box, like so. Do you see that? How they fold up and squish into the box right there? Then you're going to pull this down over the top. And I'm sorry, but I have to do it this way. You're going to see your crease over there on the top, and you're going to make that go down in, and that's going to hold your box together. Now, you're going to do the same on this side. These two little pieces, you can see the crease there. They have to go in. And this is ones that really, but it's going to cooperate with me today. Maybe. I have to do it this way. And this is where I struggle, guys. I struggle with this one every time. They have to go in. This side goes in, and they have to go in. And at this point, if I'm struggling too hard with it, I can see that this fold is not coming down right. If I can see I'm struggling too hard with it, I will turn it and hold it up and tip it down and get my bone folder in there and squish it. Squish it down. Okay, and then this fold will go over the top, go down, and make our box. And then you just have to fiddle battle with it. And sometimes these folds just did not get quite right. And because I'm so OCD about it, I have to just go in there and make them right. Once you get it, it will work. And there you have it. And then I go around and I just tip it on the side and just fold all these really, crease all these really good. Okay. Now you can take a piece of drop of glue and put down on there, or you can take the other piece of this. I don't know if this one's big enough, and cut a piece and put it down inside there, and then you won't see your little flaps if that bothers you. You see how you can do that? Stick that down inside there and glue that in there and make it nice and pretty. But that seems to be more hassle to me than it's worth, because it doesn't bother me. And this piece, well, I don't know if it would be big enough to make a 6.5 inch square, because you need a 1/2 inch wider than what your bottom is to make a top to go over the top of it. Or you can make it smaller. You can make it a 1/2 inch smaller than 6 inches. Yeah, that's what you could do, and then it would fit down inside here. Okay, so that's how you make your box, and look how pretty it is. Look how pretty those colors are. And I would probably just go around and put a dab of glue in there like I did these. I put a dab of glue in the bottom. Nope, I didn't, I lied. It was the bigger one, because they wouldn't stay down, so I just put a dab of glue in the bottom of them, and they stayed down. And they just make cute little boxes. And it's just amazing that you can do this out of paper, you know. Origami, here we come. It's origami. But anyway, so then you have boxes all different sizes. Box here, and box there, and box there. See that? Okay, or you could make all different sizes and stack them all together and then have a prize in the very bottom. That would be interesting to do. Anyway, I thought I would come and show you how to do paper resist with glue and using the iridescent medium and folding your paper into boxes.